25 tricky words that you need to learn. Welcome to Potencia Speak. This is Felipe Santos sharing with you this lesson that will help you have more vocabulary and the ability to differentiate, the ability to identify words that look and sound similar but have different meanings. So I'm gonna go ahead and share with you 25 words that are very similar, but they have different meanings. That's why I said they are tricky. You know what tricky means?
Let's kick it old school.
Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time is tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time is tricky.
Tricky is when it's like catchy, something really easy to fall for this misconcept. So 25 tricky words that you need to know. First, there versus there, lie versus lay, affect and effect, accept and accept, complement and complement, principle and principle, stationary and stationary, advice and advise, story and history, farther and further, allusion and illusion, serial and serial, chord and chord, imminent and imminent, forward and forward, formerly and formally, sight and sight, assure and ensure, bear and bear, quiet and quite, then and then, it's and its, whether and weather, lose and lose, capital and capital. All right? 25 tricky words that you need to learn. Let's check number one, there versus there. There meaning refers to a place or location. Examples: the book is over there. There are many stars in the sky tonight. We will meet there at 5 p.m. So there, over there. Now, there means it belongs to them. They have something, right? Indicates ownership. Examples: their house is big. I like their new car. Their ideas were innovative. Okay? Second, lie versus lay. Lie meaning to be in a horizontal position. How about that? You enjoy it? I love it. Even though I haven't done this too much lately. Examples: I lie down every afternoon. She lies on a sofa to read. They lie quietly in their beds. Lie, to lie down. It also means to tell something that's not true, right? A liar, the verb to lie. He is used to lie when he is under pressure, for example. Now, lay, to place something down. Example: I lay the book on the table. I lay the book on the table. To lay the book. Please lay the keys beside the door. He lays the foundation for the new project. Number 3, affect versus effect. Affect meaning to influence something. Example, the weather can affect your mood. Your mood, right? Her speech will affect the audience deeply. Economic changes affect everyone. So, affect. Effect, meaning the result or outcome of a change. Examples, the effect of the rain was noticeable. His actions had a positive effect on the team. The medicine had an immediate effect. So you have two different words, sound the same. 4. Accept versus accept. To accept meaning to receive or agree with something. I accept. Examples. She accepted the invitation. Invitation for a birthday, for a meeting, whatever. He accepted the job offer. They accepted the terms and conditions. Now, accept or accept sounds better. Meaning excluding or with the exception of. Examples. Everyone except John was present. I like all fruits except bananas. The shop is open every day except Sundays. Number 5, compliment versus complement. Compliment, meaning a polite expression of praise or admiration. Examples, she gave me a nice compliment, like, oh, nice shirt, for example. Good job. Thank you for the compliment on my dress. He received many compliments on his presentation. Also, you can you may hear the word complimentary. Complimentary means something that's free of cost, free of charge. For example, buy your dinner with us and get a complimentary dessert, a complimentary juice, things like that, right? Buy your car this week and get a complimentary gas tank, for example. Now, complement, to complement, meaning something that completes or goes well with something. Examples, the drink complements the meal. For example, grape juice, red grape juice with red meat, or white grape juice with fish, so on. Her scarf complements her outfit perfectly. These colors complement each other beautifully. Number 6, principle versus principle. The principle, meaning something that's most important, top importance, or, for example, the boss, the head of a school. Example, she is the principal of the school. The principal reason for his success is hard work. You will hear more the word main, M-A-I-N, the main reason or the major reason, but they are they have the same meaning. He invested a large sum as the principal amount. Okay? Now, principle, meaning a fundamental truth. Examples, honesty, you don't see the H, honesty is a key principle. They operate on the principle of fairness. The principles of physics are fascinating. Number 7, stationary versus stationary. Nary. They're very close. Stationary, meaning not moving, something that's idle, something that's stopped, staying in one place. Examples: the car remained stationary. She remained stationary during the meeting. The bicycle was stationary outside the shop. Now, stationary, writing and office materials. Papelaria, for example, in Portuguese, very, very close. Not the place, but the budget, the group of objects to work in an office, paper-based, used usually. Examples: she bought new stationery for her office. The store sells various types of stationery. He sent a letter using elegant stationery. You got it. Number 8, advice versus advise. Advice, meaning a recommendation or guidance offered. Example: she gave me good advice. His advice helped me make the right decision. I need some advice on my career path. Now, advise. This is the action, the verb, to recommend or suggest something. If you advise, you will give an advice, correct? Examples: I advise you to study regularly. The doctor advised him to rest. Can you advise me on the best course of action? So advise sounds like a Z, advise, right? Story versus history. Number 9. Story, a narrative or account of events, either fictional or real. Examples: he told an interesting story. She wrote a captivating story for her class. The story of the hero inspired many. Sometimes watching the news, CNN, Fox, or whatever, you may hear developing story. Means that something that is still happening. The story isn't finished yet. Now, history, meaning the study of record of past events. Examples: she is studying history at university. World War II is a significant part of history. He loves reading historical novels. All right? Number 10, farther versus further. Farther, farther, meaning refers to physical distance. Examples: he ran farther than anyone else. He went with more distance, right? The story is farther down the street. This is an expression. We need to walk farther to reach the park. So to go through more distance, farther, more distant, let's call it like that. Further, meaning refers to extent or degree, can also mean to advance. We need to discuss this further, means we need to talk more about this. She pursued her studies further. So she went deeper studying. Further information will be provided soon. 11. Allusion versus illusion. Allusion, meaning an indirect reference to something, an analogy. Let's call it like that. The movie makes an allusion to classic mythology, a reference to classic mythology. Her speech was full of literally allusions. I'm laughing because there's something on the internet mocking a person speaking literally and somebody trying literally. That's funny. I'll try to find it.
Literally.
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 Literally. Ya Allah.
Literally.
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 There is an allusion to Shakespeare in the play. Or you can say, every action movie has an allusion to the Godfather trilogy. Francis Coppola, right? Illusion, meaning a deceptive appearance or false perception. Examples. The magician created a fascinating illusion. Mirages are the type of illusion, like an oasis, a veritable oasis in the middle of the desert. The illusion of depth in the painting is impressive. 12. Cereal versus cereal. Cereal, meaning a grain used for food, especially for breakfast. Granola, frosted flakes, corn flakes, things like that, right? She bought a box of cereal from the store. They serve different kinds of cereal at the cafe. Now, cereal, meaning relating to a series or sequence. Examples. She is a fan of the latest serial drama. The criminal was caught after a serial investigation. He enjoys watching serial documentaries to marathon them, right? And also the expression serial killer, a person that committed homicides in sequence, multiple homicides. 13. Chord versus chord, or some will pronounce chord versus chord. Chord versus chord. First, meaning a combination of musical notes played simultaneously. Examples. He played a beautiful chord on the guitar. She learned a new chord progression today. Chord. The song chords are easily to follow. Now, chord, like an old telephone, has a cord, right? Usually in a spiral format, meaning a type of string, rope, or wire. Examples. Please tie the package with a strong cord. The power cord is damaged. She used the cord to hang the lights. 14. Eminent versus imminent. Eminent, or for example, proeminent, easier to understand the difference. Famous and respected within a particular sphere. Examples. The eminent scientist received an award. He is an eminent author in the field. The conference was attended by eminent scholars, or scholars. Scholars, better. Don't confuse this with the singer Eminem. The singer Eminem, he might get part of this word, but it's because his name is Marshall Mathers, MM, and M and M. That's why Eminem. 2 M's. Oh, how old are you when you found this out? Imminent, something about to happen. Impending, something emerging, coming up. Examples. A storm is imminent. Take cover immediately. The CEO's resignation seems imminent. It just happened in Brazil. They evacuated due to the imminent danger. 15. Forward versus forward. Forward, meaning an introduction to a book usually written by someone other than the author. Examples. The foreword of the book was written by a famous author. She wrote the foreword for her colleague's new book. The foreword provides valuable context for the reader. For example, here, Experiências com Deus by Experiences with God by Henry and Rich Blackaby. Foreword by Carlito Paz. Em português, got it? Forward, that introduces something, some written work. Forward, meaning in the direction that one is facing or moving, or to pass on information. Examples: please forward the email to your team. Please forward the email to your team. Please pass it on. He took a step forward. She looked forward to the event with excitement. So when you're driving, maintain your eyes looking forward. 16. Formerly versus formally. Formerly, something that used to be. In the past, previously. Examples: she was formerly employed at a tech company. The building was formerly a school. He was formerly known as John Smith. For example, Muhammad Ali was formerly known as Cassius Clay or Cassius Clay. Formally, meaning in a proper or official manner. Examples: he was formally introduced to the board. She wore a formal dress to the event. The agreement was formally signed yesterday. Something that's more formal. 17. Cite versus cite. Cite with C, meaning to mention or refer to something as evidence or support. Examples: please cite your sources in the essay. Essay em português, redação. He was cited for his excellent performance. The paper cites several important studies. Now, cite with letter S, meaning a location or place often referring to a physical or online location. Examples: the construction site is near the river. They visited the historical site during their trip. The website is a popular site for news. So a site is something where something is situated, being virtually in the internet or physically somewhere. 18. Assure versus ensure. To assure, meaning to promise or say something with confidence to make someone feel better. Examples: I assure you that everything will be fine. She assured him that the work would be completed on time. So you say assure, not assure. Assure, like if there was an H in there. Assure. They assured us of their full support. Now, ensure, meaning to confirm that something happens. Examples: please ensure that the doors are locked. We need to ensure the safety of all participants. He ensured that all documents were submitted. Ensure, to confirm, to double check, to make sure. 19. Bear versus bear. They sound the same. Now, to bear, meaning naked or uncovered or minimal. He walked on the beach with bare feet. Descalço em português. The room was bare except for a single chair. She felt the bare ground beneath her. Or this could be a manner as well. I barely see my neighbor. I barely get stuck on traffic. Rarely, right? Now, bear, meaning a large mammal, a bear, like the Revenant movie attacked Leonardo DiCaprio, remember? Or to carry support, or to carry or support something. Examples: a bear was seen in the forest. I can't bear the noise. I can't stand. She bears the responsibility for the project. Or a pregnant woman bears a baby for 9 months, for example, to carry, right? 20. Quiet versus quiet. Quiet meaning making little or no noise, calm, something that's silent or almost silent, right? Examples. Please be quiet during the movie. The library is a quiet place to study. She enjoys the quiet of early mornings. Now, quite different than quiet, meaning to a considerable extent or degree. Very. Examples. She is quite talented in music. The meal was quite delicious. He was quite surprised by the news. 21. Then versus then. Then. Meaning used to make comparisons, contrasts, right? Example. She is taller than her brother. I'd rather go now than later. He is smarter than his classmates. Now then, meaning refers to time or consequence. Next in order. Examples. We went to the park and then we had lunch. If you finish your homework, then you can watch TV. Back then, things were different. Then will be close to então in Portuguese. And the first one, que. She's taller, mais alto que o irmão, taller than brother. You know. 22. It's versus its, which means it is. Now, it's, meaning possessive form of it. The cat chased its tail. The cat chased its tail, its own tail. The company increased its profits. The tree lost its leaves in autumn or fall season. It's or it is, meaning contraction of it is or it has. Examples. It's raining outside. It's been a long day. It's important to stay focused. 23. Weather versus weather. Weather, meaning the state of the atmosphere at a particular place and time. The temperature, for example. Examples. The weather today is sunny. Bad weather can disrupt travel plans or can cancel travel plans. They monitored the weather forecasts closely. Weather, meaning a conjunction used to express choice, doubt, or alternatives, meaning if. Examples. I don't know whether to go or to stay. She asked whether I could help. Whether it rains or shines, we will go hiking. Or whether it rains or not, we're going to go to the beach. 24. Lose versus lose. Not to lose meaning to misplace something or not win. Examples. I don't want to lose my keys. She didn't want to lose the match. They might lose their way in a forest. Now sounds the same. Lose, meaning hang loose. The sign means hang. The sign is called hang loose, for example, right? Now, not tight or free from confinement. Pardon me. Examples. Her shirt is loose. The screw is loose and it needs tightening. Or he let the dog loose in the yard. 25. Last but not least. Capital versus capital. Capital meaning the city that serves the seat of government or financial assets or resources. The most important city or amount of asset in resources. Examples. Paris is the capital of France. They raised capital for the new project. Investment capital is crucial for startups, emerging businesses. Capital, open, capital, closed. Meaning, a building where a legislative body meets, especially in the United States. Examples. The Capitol building in Washington, D.C. is iconic. They toured the Capitol to see where laws are made. The Capitol was beautifully decorated for the ceremony. If you go to Havana, Cuba, there's this huge government building called Capitolio. Same root here, right? Capitol. Now, let me go over all of them again, and you repeat after me. There. Lie, lay. Affect, effect, or effect. Some people will abbreviate letter F and letter X, effects. For example, special effects or channel effects. 4, accept, accept. 5, complement, complement. 6, principle, principle. 7, stationary, stationary. Very close. If you close your eyes, you can differentiate. That's right, you need to know context, not only vocabulary. 8, advice, advise, like a B. 9, story, history. We have Instagram stories, not Instagram histories. Some people say it wrong in Brazil. Oh, let me post this on my history. Stories. Come on. 10, farther, further. These are different. 11, illusion, illusion. Okay. 12, cereal, cereal. They sound the same. 13, chord, chord. Sound the same. 14, eminent, imminent. M and im. Eminent, imminent. 15, forward, forward. Forward, you pronounce it more separately. Forward, they're different. 16, formerly, formally, different. 17, similar. Sight, sight. 18, assure, ensure. 19, bear, bear. Sound the same. 20, these are different. Quiet, quite. 21, then, sound the same. 22, it's, sound the same. 23 sound the same as well. Weather, weather. 24 sound the same. Lose, lose. How about that? 25, capital. No, this sounds differently. Capital, capital, capital. Okay? So now you have 25 tricky words that you need to learn. They're not going to be tricky to you anymore. You're going to stand on top of this. You're going to repeat, learn, watch it again, pronounce, practice. Now let me share with you app of the week. You ready? Soul Machines, an AI with digital avatars to interact with you as far as conversation. Your digital tutor, all right? There's a free version that you can start at least experimenting, trying. All right? GPT of the week. English coaching with Teacher AI. Speakwithanai.com. Your English AI coach for language learning and improvement. Okay? So I want to thank you very much. These were 25 tricky words that you have learned. Congratulations. Keep up the good work. Keep on learning, thinking in English, speaking in English. Watch out for these tricky words and keep practicing every day. See you on the next lesson. God bless you. Bye-bye.